Hey guys, it's Eliza here, and American Girl 213 asked me how I fixed my Lindsay doll. So I'm going to show you. What you will need is a water bottle, a pair of scissors, a doll hairbrush, and 4 ponytails. So first, what you're going to do, we've got to turn her head around so that her hair doesn't get in the way. And then what you're going to do is untie the neck strings. Now let me just warn you, this stuff gets pretty scary, but I've done it plenty of times to plenty of dolls, so I'm pretty much like a pro at it. Don't mean to toot my own horn, but yeah. So anyways, you're going to untie those, so I'm going to do that because it actually takes a little while. I just use my fingers. I pull up on this, which loosens this part, and I pull it through, and I don't know, just untie it. If you have to get an adult to do so, then you may, or if you're just doing this and they don't want you to do it, but you know you gotta get your Lindsay fixed. I've been in that situation. I don't really know what to say. Just try your hardest, okay? So I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, so as you see, her neck strings are untied. What we're doing right now, we are tightening her limbs. Forgot to tell you that. So what you're going to do now, the really scary part. So here it goes. Okay, gotta take that off. There that is. There's everything. And you set it aside carefully. Don't throw it. And now you take out all the stuffing. So I'm going to do that because that also takes a very long time. So yeah, I'm going to redo. I'm going to retighten her because she loosened somehow. She like got loose again. She was like it was so tight and lovely, but then, you know, for some reason it just all loosened up again. So I'm going to redo it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And I can't believe I didn't show you guys the first time. That's so not like me. So anyways, see you in a second. So I've got out all the stuffing, and I have retrieved my ponytails. I've got 2 there and 2 here. I'm running out, so I can't match them all up. So now my Lindsay is back to her normal floppy self before I fixed her. And as you can see, before I fixed her, her leg was like hanging out of the socket. It was absolutely crazy. So definitely had to fix that. And her arms were pretty floppy and crazy too. So what you do is, you find this piece. It's like for her arm, it's gonna be right here. For her leg, you're gonna have to like dig down in there and like, where's it at? Okay, see, so here's her leg one of them, because there's gonna be 2 for each, because you know, 1 for each leg and arm. So you grab it, you pull up as hard as you possibly can. You see this metal piece? Well, you're going to take your ponytail right here, and you're going to tie it under the metal piece. So I'm going to do that here. And I like to go back and forth. I like that so I can keep pulling really tight. Okay, so here it is. Pretty sure it's tight enough. I'm not very sure. So what I do is I check by holding this very loosely. Okay, so that's nice. That's really nice. Good as new. But this one is still really floppy. As you can see, that's absolutely madness. Because you shouldn't be able to see all that. You should not be able to see that. It should be all up in there like that. So we're going to make it be all up in there like that. So we take the other one. Now find it. I found it. You pull up. You see, it's really easy to pull up. That's how loose and horrible it is. If it's a bit harder to pull up, that means your doll's legs probably aren't that loose. So it should be pretty easy to pull this little metal piece up quite a bit. So you take your ponytail, tie it around. Ugh, dropped her. I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay. Don't tie any other pieces in with it, because I almost did that. I always almost do that, but you know, I know how to differentiate, so I do. Whoa. Oh. Okay. And check it. It's really nice, really tight. It doesn't just flop around, and as you can see, you can't see that hole there anymore, can you? Well, that's because it's not there anymore. So, we got that. Now we're going to do the arms. So, I'm not going to show you the arms. Yeah, let's do it. Whatever. No big deal. It'll just make the video a bit longer. So, let's do the arms. Oh, I keep hitting the tripod. I'm sorry. Dropped her again. So we check this one. That's nice. Nice and lovely. Oop, dang, okay. One more, then we're done. Then we stuff her back up and tie her neck strings back together, and then we'll be done. So let's do this. Check it, and we're good. So now her limbs are all tight and lovely, and now we're ready to stuff her back up. Whoa. So I'm gonna do that. So next time you see her, she'll be good and dandy, but still without a head, so we'll get to that. Oh, and real quick, okay, if you see this string, the one that you pull up, if it's really, really thin, that means that your doll needs to be restrung. And if you don't know how to do that, it's probably best that you send her to the doll hospital, because you wouldn't want to, like, because you gotta break her to fix her, and it's just, it's not a good situation. Like, I know how to restring, but, I do not have any of these little metal pieces. You can knot it and then use ponytails underneath, which I've done before, but I have a hard time finding these strings. You just use big fat ponytails for it. So, yeah, if I can find, strings, then maybe I will restring her, and I'll show you how to do that. But so yeah, if you find that this string is really, really thin, just pack her back up with her stuffing, and you should probably send her to the doll hospital. But if you would like to try to restring her, if you're that brave, because I was scared out of my mind the first time I restrung a doll, so yeah, if you're brave, you can try it. So yeah, but like I said, I don't have a tutorial of it yet, so yeah. Also, if you try to do this ponytail trick on the string that's really, 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 really thin, chances are it'll break. So just, if you find your doll's string in here is really, 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 really thin, then just don't do anything to it, because you don't want to, like, have a doll without an arm. You'd rather have a doll barely holding on to her arm rather than just like a one-armed doll. Unless you're into that, go for it. I don't know. Okay, so here she is, all packed up, and made sure she's shaped correctly. You know, don't want her having like a hunchback or a flabby butt. So she's all good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her head back on. So what we're going to do, you're going to put it on backwards because you don't want the hair to get in the way when you're tying a knot. So you just slide it in, and I like to take the string and pull up to kind of make a little entryway, I guess. So you just slide it in there. You do one side at a time. You don't want to just like put the whole entire thing in there. So we got it in on one side, and then we got it in on the other. Turn the head around. You don't want any hair in the way. And then you tie this in a double knot. So you tie it as absolute tight as you can. So what we're going to do, tie that, which I don't know why I do that, because it does absolutely nothing. But okay, pull really, really tight. And keep pulling, you don't want it to loosen. And then you make another knot, and really tight. There. Now there's no gaps, and it's actually a very, very tiny little gap. It's good. So there you go, and look at her. She's beautiful. Nothing wrong. She's got some fuzz on her. No big deal. So yeah, And here's my disclaimer. I did not create this method. I'm just following other people and sharing the method around YouTube. So yeah, this isn't mine. This is just, you know, what I've learned. So thanks for watching. Part 2 will be her hair. So